Sponka 922. I'm not done. I have to laugh some more. If you're wondering why I'm laughing, it is time for the final verdict. Magical Warfare. Okay. That had to be the worst ending to an anime series I have ever seen since the beginning of me watching anime. No, I don't. There isn't a single anime series ending that is worse than the way they ended this shit. They ended this shit so freaking bad that I would be so blunt as to get on a plane, go to Japan, pick up the light novel, come back to the States, and read it. Yeah. That's how bad it is. Not to mention the whole freaking ending just confused the fuck out of me. Overall, this series gets a 2 out of 10. Oh yeah, I'm making it that bad. Yeah. It was bad. Main character was shit. The brother, oh, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. The only decent character in this was probably the director and Washizu and Miu's brother. Other than that, everyone else, bag of dicks. Oh, don't get me wrong. The majority of this episode was interesting. You know, we had an interesting fight. But basically we have Gecko. And that was cups. Anyway, Gecko and Takashi. And they're basically, you know, he sees him at his house, and apparently it's suggested he killed their mother. No, they didn't kill their mother. And they have their fight. It gets intenseful. Eventually what ends on happening is they all show up, the trailers and Wizard's Brace, and there's a big kind of weird thing going on. Gecko and him are fighting intensely and shit, and it gets kind of crazy. Takashi seems to be beating Gecko, and then Gecko starts saying, "Oh, I don't know what to do, Takashi. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do." And he says to him, so he gives him his hand. I'm like, Takashi, you suck. And then in comes Kurumi, try to stop it. She gets stabbed by Gecko. And then Takashi loses it, back and forth fighting. And during this exchange, when he's fighting him, and Muse is basically healing Kurumi, Kurumi says something to her, which I pretty much think I understand what transpires. And this is going to sound fucking crazy, but Kazuma is two things. Kazuma is, or maybe, Gecko. Or someone along those lines. And that's why she tells Kurumi, Miu, this thing Kurumi does. And And then she's saying, "Stop, Takashi." And then we see the director. And she uses her power to create a void. Because they're fighting each other, Gecko and Takashi, very forcefully. And puts it over them. And it just disappeared. And at the last seconds of this episode, you see Kazuma looking at Takashi and Gecko's mother and says, "Mother." And then I connect the dots and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It gets worse. Because then we see Takashi and Gecko and everyone else from the past. They went back in time. And guess what? There's no more episode. There's no more for the episode. The episode's just about over. And that's how they ended. That's how they ended. There's no to be continued. There's no, oh, this is going to happen. And we see them outside, Miu and Kurumi. Yeah. And she's like, "Takashi." That's it. And by the way, I don't know what the fuck the director was thinking. I think this was a big plan. This whole plan was so Takashi and his fucking stupid brother could go back to the past. Yeah. For what reason? I don't know. They end it with them it has to be the worst ending in the history of anime. That's why I'm laughing. This anime, by the way, this episode, no, this gets a 2.5. I'm sorry, 2.5 out of 5. This was so bad. That ending was so bad. Now I know from, like I said, I'm not sure it was killing me with a shotgun, but somebody entailed me what happened in the light novel. So, here's the story. People, I want a link to the light novel. Yes, I don't care how you get it. I want a translated light novel of magical warfare. Translated. It's translated. And I want to read it. Yeah. I'm dead serious. I want to read it. Because according to from what I'm looking at, the light novel shits on this anime like by galactic proportions. By just leaps and bounds. So that's what I want. I'm going to read the light novel. Attempt to, read it. Get into it. Because they fucked this anime so bad. They leave it with Takashi and his stupid fucking brother are not even in their own time. They're in a paradox time skip. They went back in time. And they just leave it that way. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you out of your fucking mind, Madhouse? Madhouse, you better sell me with that one coming in the spring with the Magical Academy. That better blow me the fuck out. Because unlike Magical Warfare, I've read majority of that. And I would like to see a very good representation of that. You pull this shit again, Madhouse. Ho, ho, ho. You're going to have to answer me. This has to be the worst anime. Hell, it might be worse than Pupa. And that's 4 or 5. And I tell you right now, worse than Pupa, hell, I'll even say worse than Sisters Unusual. Because even people have been telling me Bankai, Sister Unusual has gotten a little bit better. This ending was so freaking bad. I don't even think I can call this a review anymore. I have to call it a rant. I shouldn't have reviewed this. I should have said, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. I ended up reviewing it, which was a big mistake, as I clearly now see. Well, there is good news. Kurumi's alive. That's good news. I don't know what this, whatever it is about, but the animators that did this, yeah, the author called me. He doesn't want you doing this shit. That's how you know an anime is doomed to fail. The author said he didn't want this turned into an anime. Yet you did it anyway. Like I said, he said, quote from this guy said, it was like I was hit by a bamboo stick, a bamboo sword, in the side. Once I heard that, I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't review this. Maybe I shouldn't. But I wouldn't listen. And we're presented with this now. Well, I will not be making that same mistake. But I have this to say. Anyone who's expecting a second season, don't. Don't. I meant what I said. Give me the translated light novel. Give it to me so I can read it. So I can say to myself, yes, yes, yes. True, Gecko in the light novel is a douchebag. But at least I'll know what happens. Unlike the anime where they said, uh-oh, outer space. Did it occur to them, oh, maybe we should do a 24 episode? Guess it didn't occur to them. Well, that's all I got for you guys. This has been the worst anime of the winter. There isn't anything. Listen, I'll watch. I'd rather. You know, maybe I should have reviewed Pupa. Maybe we should have. There's censorship, but hey. It's a whole lot better than this piece of crap. That was so stupid. The way they ended it. And, you know, nothing was explained, nothing was answered. And it was like, huh? So we're just gonna push Takashi and Gecko, what, a bunch of years in the past? For what reason? And we're not gonna explain anything? Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Oh, by the way, Gecko, yeah. You're officially the worst. Obito shits on you, Gecko. He shits on you. He shits on you. He really does. I'm Bonkai922. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention I did shave. That thing. But, hey. I should have listened, you know. I really should have. I had a feeling. Once we got introduced to Gecko, I knew, uh-oh. Where is this going? Let's see. Uh-oh. So, my final thing to say about this anime. Gecko, why don't you and Takashi just kill yourselves? Yes, I said that. Because you both are pathetic, stupid, retarded, and the worst characters I have ever seen in anime. And you know what? Why don't we tell Kurumi and Miyu, get the fuck out of this anime. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. So, this has been Bonkai922. Oh my god. Now, you saw me laughing in the beginning of the video. You knew. I have nothing else to add. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Oh. By the way, this isn't getting a thumbnail. No, this isn't getting a thumbnail. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not giving this a thumbnail. You know what the thumbnail's I should do? The thumbnail should be Walter White, where he's just his face, and he's pissed off, and he's like, yes, just as Hockey and Velez say, all around. The Brooklyn Rage has been unleashed. So, Madhouse, I think you should go apologize to the author of the light novel for screwing his shit up the way you did. Now, we'll leave it here. Then, it's fine. I'm Bonkai922. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Strike the Blood? Strike the Blood is definitely better than this shit. Definitely. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.